Здравствуйте, уважаемые зрители. Меня зовут Морок. Я представлю вам серию тематического видео, в главной темах которых будут НЛО и инопланетяне. Настало время посмотреть правде в глаза и задуматься о том, что же на самом деле происходит вокруг, с Землей и ее обитателями и за ее пределами. Для начала посмотрите видео, где правительство официально подтверждает факт существования инопланетян.
Although as Minister of National Defense, I had sighting reports of UFOs. I was too busy to be concerned about them at the time due to a young man from Ottawa sending me material on the subject, and was really impressed with what was contained in it. And what I thought to myself is there are huge issues here, huge issues. And the American people and the people of the world have a right to know what's going on because they're part of it. UFOs are as real as the airplanes flying overhead. That gave me the dubious distinction of being the first person of cabinet rank in the G8 group of countries to say so unequivocally. First is that about in the 1960s sometime, there was a flotilla of UFOs headed south that crossed into NATO territory in Europe. And the Commander-in-Chief of the Supreme Allied Headquarters in Europe was naturally very shaken. Fortunately, or maybe divine providence, before the panic button was pushed, the flotilla turned around and headed back north. Obviously, they had thought maybe they were Russian, and they were very concerned about it. Anyway, an investigation was launched into this whole subject, and a document was prepared which concluded that at least 4 species had been visiting Earth for thousands of years. I'm aware of more now. As a matter of fact, I saw a document just a few days ago that mentioned 20. And I think you, Mr. Chairman, were interested in some of the places they might come from. And I have in here Zeta Reticuli, R-E-T-I-C-U-L-I, Reticuli, the Pleiades, Orion, Andromeda, and the Altair star systems. So I don't think we can any more refer to them as they, because they're not an amorphous mass. They are different species and consequently may have different agendas. I don't think we can say that they all have the same agenda any more than we could say that the United States, China, and Russia had the same agenda. Our real observation before I begin what I want to say are live ETs on Earth at this present time, and at least 2 of them probably working with the United States government. The other species that I learned about not too long ago was called the tall whites. And this is when Paula Harris broke the story just a few years ago. And tall whites were living on United States Air Force property and working in cooperation with the United States Air Force and sharing technology. With it, I'm not sure should be in the public domain, at least yet. They will be someday, I'm sure, but not maybe. Some other civilizations are more advanced than we are, may be humbling. But that could be a necessary step in our survival. The world is an unholy mess. We have at best until the end of the only hope of cooperation with all humankind to build the kind of world which we are collectively capable of. Young people everywhere need to be challenged by a noble cause. They need to be involved in arresting global warming, creating a banking system that is just and sustainable, and lead the way in the transformation to the new reality that we have to live in harmony with our celestial neighbors, as well as seeking peace on earth. In a word, we have to become spiritual beings and practice the one tenet that the world's major religions have in common, and that is the Golden Rule. Aliens are not themselves gods. Their behavior is sometimes anything but godlike. Abductees consistently report that the beings seem closer to the Godhead than we are, acting as messengers, guardian spirits, or angels, intermediaries between us and the divine source. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Далее откровения бывшего президента России о тайнах, которые долго скрывались от обычных людей.
Рассказываю вам первый и последний раз. Вместе с передачей чемодана с ядерными кодами президенту страны приносят специальную папку. На ней написано «Совершенно секретно». И она целиком и полностью посвящена пришельцам, которые посетили нашу планету. Одновременно предоставляется доклад от абсолютно закрытой спецслужбы, которая занимается контролем пришельцев на территории нашей страны. Значит, две эти папки передаются вместе с ядерным чемоданом. После прекращения полномочий, соответственно, эти папки передаются новому.
Сколько их среди нас?
Сколько их среди нас, рассказывать не буду, потому что это может вызвать панику.
В следующих выпусках мы поподробнее коснемся темы о роли инопланетян в правительстве. Вообще, 2013 год является переломным моментом в истории нашей планеты в плане раскрытия и признания существования инопланетных цивилизаций. В подтверждение этого представлю вам следующее видео, в котором уже ученые официально признают факт существования жизни на планетах, окружающих нашу Землю.
В нашей галактике почти 10 миллиардов планет, которые могут быть теоретически пригодны для жизни. Сенсационные исследования провели американские ученые на основании данных, полученных с помощью орбитального телескопа Кеплер. Причем ближайшую звезду, вокруг которой вращается двойник Земли, можно увидеть даже невооруженным глазом. Она удалена от нас всего на 12 световых лет.